What's going on, Ringside family? It's a one-man show tonight. It's just me, myself, Professor LL, Mr. Analytics without the specs tonight. And most importantly, it's WrestleMania week. And I had to come. I had to come correct. It's Mania week and it's Raw. Was it go home that we're used to? Was it not? And I'm here to give you, a great breakdown of it. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Cause I mean, the way that show opened up, Cowboy Brock, man. I'm telling you, I've been saying it for weeks. Brock's having way too much fun with this character. I love it. Is hitting home. And you can just tell like he's just really enjoying it. He comes out to a big pop. Definitely between him and Roman, definitely the face, which is surprising. And it's working this time around because I know with Brock, I'm used to him being a heel, but it works and I'm loving it. Comes out real simple, short, and sweet. Does a little dig of Paul, talks about welcome to Monday Night Raw, laughed about it, said, "Hey, I suck at it, but that ain't me." And then he just goes on this to say simply, "Look, when I face Roman, it's gonna be memory lane, back to WrestleMania 34, Suplex City, Suplex City." He gets the victory, becomes a double champ, the unified champ, and basically he's telling Roman there's nothing you can do about it. And I love it. It's a dope opening. I mean, it got the crowd going for the show to open up Raw. Because it's always you always want to get a good opening going, and I loved it. It was great. He exits, and then we get the dreadful Miz. He comes out, cuts a little promo on this tag match because they're really trying to sell this match. And for me personally, I don't know how you all feel, but I'm not really digging it. I feel this was a forced match. It didn't even have to be a tag match. They just could have kept it simply Miz versus Ray and Mania, left it at that, but they decided to throw a tag into it. And the most disrespectful thing I thought happened was, Miz, like I said, he comes out, cuts his little promo, but then he introduces Lucha Logan. Come on. That was so disrespectful. Introduces him. Logan comes out wearing Ray's mask. Again, disrespect was just ridiculous. And then it leads to the match. We get Miz versus Ray. Dominic somehow gets kicked out before the match even started for God knows what reason. But then, Miz tried his hardest. Ray gets that pin because, that he said basically telling you ain't nothing you can do. He let that veteran skill set show in that match. It was real quick, but it served its purpose. It was a filler just to kind of get you to tune in, to kind of start saying, okay, hey, is it worth it for me? I'm gonna say no, but I love to hear what listeners how y'all feel about this tag match. If it's even worth it, if it makes sense, if y'all feeling it, definitely hit up that comment section. Let us know. Then after the match, I loved it because Ray got that win. Miz and Logan tried to get one up on Ray, but Dominic comes out. They hit a very slow double 619. That was kind of suspect, but I was like, okay, I get it. Dominic still got to work on his speed and tempo in the ring, and I'm hoping it gets better. But at the end, pretty much they hit the 619 on Miz. They tried it on Logan. Miz pulls out Logan, but Ray thankfully gets his mask back to end the segment. And then one of my favorite moments of the show, Seth freaking Rollins. Man, I'm telling you, well written, well done. Hats off to Seth. I love it, love it, love it. Basically, he gets his mania moment, which we all knew he was going to happen. And, it was smart because Vince did get involved. But all Vince was doing was simply just at his desk, just not really paying Seth no mind, just dribbling, just doodling away on his notepad. Like I said, not caring. But all that mattered was Seth found out he was going to Mania. Craziest celebration ever. I'm really surprised Vince did not kick him off his table because Seth was on there just dancing, acting a fool. But I love it. But the question is now that everybody wants to know is who is Seth gonna face in Mania? And Seth even asked Vince that, and Vince was like, he's gonna have to wait and find out the night of. My thinking, here's my logic. I got two. The obvious choice that everybody's been saying is Cody, but a part of me feels that it could be Tommaso Ciampa, which I think would be dope because he's pretty much done in NXT. He's not a person that's talked about, and I think he really would deliver that shock value when it comes to Seth. Seth wouldn't know what hit him. I mean, I still think Seth would win because it's Seth, man. He's pretty much our Mr. WrestleMania right now, and again, it's gonna be dope match, and I can't wait. I can't wait for this weekend. Then so if we get that, that was a good high, but then we get a low. Omos versus Eric from the Viking Raiders. Again, another dreadful match, very predictable. You get the Colossus Omos versus Eric. It was a quick match. I mean, Omos did what Omos was supposed to do, which was win. Showed off his strength. Predictable. However, the man spoke after the match, which is a big no-no in my book because I still don't think he's great on the mic. It's going to take some work. But, he says what he says, basically saying that there's nobody that can touch him. But then thankfully, this man comes out. Bobby Lashley. Almighty makes a big return to a pop, huge pop, a face pop, might I add, which is, I think, dope because I kind of figured that, with him coming back from his injury, he's going to get this push. And the biggest thing out of this is he comes out, they go back and forth. Lashley puts the man down, spooks Omos a little bit. Omos still thinking that, Lashley ain't a threat. Challenge accepted. We're gonna get Omos versus Lashley at Mania. And I think Lashley's gonna get that win, but we'll see. We shall see. We go from this to just straight tomfoolery, though. Straight tomfoolery. Reggie, Dana, Tozawa, Tamina. 2 engagements. Dana's now proposed to Reggie. Tamina's now proposed to Tozawa. Where the hell this came from? Why they're doing it? Waste of TV time. Only thing I enjoyed was the fact that R-Truth is back in his 24/7 title pitcher. Oops, can't even say that word right now. But yeah, he's back in his 24/7 title pitcher. Oof. And I mean, you already know the tomfoolery that's going to happen with it, and R-Truth is definitely gonna somehow make these weddings not happen because he's chasing his baby. He wants that 24/7 title back. He's been gone too long, and it's about time someone comes and actually gets this title because this Dana ain't really doing nothing with it, and I'm getting tired of seeing Reggie week in and week out with her. Same thing with Tozawa and Tamina. They all deserve better. So hopefully by Mania we get something concrete and finalized with this 24/7 title. But we get that, and then big man, Tribal Chief, come out fresh with the all red bloodline, speaks his truth, says that he knows what Brock put him through, and it's personal. He's taking it personal. He's gonna prove Brock that he is who he say he is. Very serious promo. Hit home. He's gonna smash Brock. He's gonna do what he do. He's gonna let Brock know that, hey, there's nothing you can do. I've held this title longer than you. I've been on a better run than you. I'm the more dominant wrestler. He's carrying all the momentum into Mania right now. And this is definitely going to be a match of the weekend because you got two alpha males going at it. And for me, it's Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief is he's going to hold his land, hold his kingdom. Like he said, it's his island of relevancy. So y'all stay tuned for this one because it's going to be nice. What wasn't nice was this right here. We get a 4-woman tag match. We got Sasha, Naomi, Liv, Rhea versus Carmella, Natalya, and Queen Zelina and Shayna Baszler. Horrible moment in my opinion because it was just a waste of literally 2-3 minutes at the most. And I mean, yeah, Rhea got the win, but it didn't do nothing for me to sell this match because at Mania we're getting Sasha and Naomi versus Liv and Rhea versus Shayna and Natalya versus the champs Carmella and Zelina. Fatal 4-way for the women's tag titles, and I mean, I gotta go with my queens and Sasha and Naomi. But I just really hope they get a decent amount of time because I don't want to see no 5 minute match because that would just be a straight disrespect to all the women in this match. They deserve better and they deserve a moment to shine. It's gotta happen. But I mean, we go from this to I gotta say probably the best promo of the night. Kevin Owens comes out, continues to add fuel to the fire when it comes to Stone Cold, continues to just to inflame that man and just make him even madder than what he needs to be. And I'm here for it because I really do think when Stone Cold does come out on the KO show, they ain't gonna be talking. He's gonna open up that can, whoop KO's ass real quick, drop that stunner, call it a night. If there's a match, I'm really hoping there is. That'd be dope. But if not, still a stunner in that segment would be dope. Then, I mean, but then, the interesting thing about KR, I will say this though, he really feels that, with Stone Cold coming on the show, he feels like he's gonna get that torch passed to him. And that's a solid question. I don't know. I mean, I still think KO is not necessarily there to kind of take that mantle from Stone Cold and say that, he's this generation Stone Cold. He's still got some more work to do, in my opinion, because he hasn't really pushed that needle in the way that I think he should. The promoing is there. He can definitely talk on the mic. Skill set's there. I just think he needs to push some more buttons. I don't know what it's going to take, but I'm definitely tuned in because KO definitely is a great wrestler. But if he truly wants to call himself the next Stone Cold, or even to say that he has the best stunner ever, got some work to do. And again, dope moment. But then we transition to Ricochet versus Austin Theory. This match was interesting because again, it was quick. I thought it was actually gonna go a little bit, but it was a pretty quick match. Theory gets the win. He backs what he said. He said that, hey, Pat, this is gonna be a preview of what I'm gonna do to you this weekend in Mania. He gets the win. My question is, he beats Ricochet here. I wonder come Friday if he's going to be in that title match and it goes from, being a triple threat match to maybe a fatal four-way for the IC title. I don't know. I think it would be dope because, add that a little bit more intrigue because right now Ricochet is walking into SmackDown. He's going to be facing Garza and Carrillo, basically Los Lotharios. It's kind of one of those matches where I'm just like, I don't know. It's a toss up for me. I hope Ricochet retains because he just won this title. So, if he takes the L there, then it's gonna be like, what's the point of doing all that change? But dope moment of the night, y'all. If y'all get a chance, you gotta watch this. Because, Bianca comes back after a week of being out from, getting her throat injury. Cuts a pretty fire promo saying that there ain't nothing Becky can do, that she's gone through everything that Becky can possibly do to her and she's still here, and that Becky got nothing left for her. And right when she says that part, we see Becky come out from underneath the ring with the chair. They go at it. Becky stands tall for a quick second. We see Bianca going down. She's flat, she's out. Becky comes with some scissors to cut her hair. Y'all, now that's the utmost disrespect. You don't ever touch a black woman's hair and then you want to cut it on top of that? Nah, Bianca wasn't about that life. So she gives Bex 2 KODs, thinks about it for a hot second, grabs those scissors, snip, snip, cut. Give Bex a quick little makeover. Loved it. Stood tall, said, hey, you ain't going to cut my hair, but I'm definitely going to cut yours. And it really cements how this match, because it's gonna be fire. Bianca, I think she finally gonna get that moment to just get that revenge, and this was just a start. Just the cutting of the hair is just a symbolism of that power. Basically, she's trying to rip Becky a new one to say, Becky, hey, you gonna have to change because you doing all this to me. I ain't about that life. So, like I said, she cuts Beck's hair, leaves the ring. Becky, after coming to, is hot. Starts talking underneath her breath. At the end of the day, she's basically calling Bianca a bitch, and it's just like, look, you gonna see me this weekend, and you gonna get your comeuppance, or so she thinks. Again, this is gonna be a dope match, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you all are too. But then right after this, it's moving on along on the show. We get Drew versus Corbin and Moss. Filler, real quick. Drew gets the win. Did I care for it? Not really. Is the match gonna matter? Nah. Because it was supposed to be a handicap match, but instead Corbin was like, nah, Madcap, you got this. I really hope this is the beginning of Madcap and Corbin splitting, and Madcap, getting that solo push. Same thing with Corbin, because their tagging is just not, it's done, it's over and done with. And come Mania, I really hope that's that last part to where Moss is like, hey, look, I'm tired of it just doing everything for you. I'm out, and just leaves him hanging. But again, we gonna see. And then we get a quick promo from Edge to make sure that we don't forget about his match against AJ. He says that he pretty much said that they both need each other. And at the end of the day, that he's the judge, jury, and executioner. That AJ stand no chance. He's gonna end AJ, and that's that. I loved it from Edge because it was straight to the point, short but powerful. It really makes you to focus and sink in. But then we get the main event, which was puzzling to me because, again, we got the Usos versus the RK Bro. We got SmackDown Tag Champs versus the Raw Tag Champs. Figure out who's the better tag champ. It was a good match until, shout out to Taz and Docs. So they decided, hey, we tired of this match. They come out, they interfere, cause the DQ. What ends up happening is, as much as they interfere, that allows Shinsuke and Boogs, who were already ringside during the whole match, to scouting. We get all four tag teams going against each other. And then, for a quick second, I thought Street Profits had it because it allowed Shinsuke and Boogs to take out the Usos. They continue their fight up the ramp backstage. In the ring, we got RK Bro versus Street Profits. But in the end, RK Bro stood tall, kind of put a hurting on the Street Profits. And I mean, they had to prove their point. They kind of cementing that, their friendship is really strong between Riddle and Orton. But at the end of the day, they're like, hey, look, if y'all really want to come after us, you're gonna have to come correct. And they showed that up. They showed that to the Street Profits. And man, I'm telling you, it was a dope ending, real dope ending. But overall for the show, though, I gotta say, for me myself, probably ratings. Man, I mean, I'm used to the old school go home shows where from the beginning to the end, it's just straight excitement. And there's probably like 3 moments that I was like, oh, this was dope. But outside of that, it was real average. I get, for me, out of 5 specs, I'm gonna give it 3 because I mean they had some good moments, but there's also some moments that they could have done without. They made it average, and I really hope that SmackDown's gonna come up later on this week. I really hope they deliver because I need to see a dope go home show to really sink in that, hey, it's Mania, and y'all got to watch all these matches. But again, that's literally how that show went. But before I get out of here, I mean, we got some news, y'all. We got some news, and I'm a big fan of him. Shout out to Sir Mac because you seen the man floss the belt, which is $1 million belt. But we just found out some real big news about PCW Ultra that's going to be on Friday, May 13th. Shout out to them. If you definitely go get them tickets because it's flying off the shelves fast, go to eventbrite.com. But here's the biggest news, y'all. $1 Million Man, WWE legend, Mr. Ted DiBiase will be live and direct at PCW Ultra Friday, May 13th. New beginnings. You definitely want to come out. Come get that picture, come get that autograph, talk to the man, get some knowledge. You do not want to miss it. But, before I get out of here, you already know how we do, y'all. Follow us on Ringside Mayhem Podcast, y'all. You definitely do not want to miss us. On Facebook, Ringside Mayhem Podcast. Twitter, RSM Mayhem Pod. IG, where we blowing up. Shout out to all the family, man. Ringside Mayhem Pod on IG. And more importantly, too, we got one more place that we blowing up on too. And we always gonna tell it. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Find us on either SSA TV or Ringside Mayhem Pod. Not only do you comment, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay up on all the news, all the mayhem. Because this is Professor with the quick rundown. You know how it goes. Where the ringside is at, that mayhem goes down, and we out.